Would like to start with a personal story. My hero, who is not able to be here today, my brother is eight years older than me. At 10 years old, there was a special lottery. It was not the type that you won $1 million. It was the Army lottery. And my brother won that lottery. As a result, my brother was drafted. He went down to Fort Dix for training. I remember going there on a bus with my mom and visiting him as he was training. Shortly after that, he was assigned to Vietnam War. He served on the front line, and I remember that day when he was assigned that things changed at home. We weren't smiling as much. We were constantly worrying, and we were constantly going to that mailbox looking for that special letter to hear from my brother and how he was doing. Everything worked out fine. He came back. He ended up having 2 kids who had 2 kids of their own. Great family situation, but something changed. Something changed in him based on what he had seen and what he had been through. For a 10-year-old, it's a very difficult lesson, very difficult, but one I value very much because from it, I found an appreciation for our freedom, appreciation for those who fight for our freedom, appreciation for what the families go through when their loved ones are sent off to war, and an appreciation for the sacrifice that those who serve us pay in doing that, in keeping us free and protecting us. So today, I have the pleasure of having our Penfield Little Leagues present to our heroes. I would like to start by telling our presenters a little thing about heroes. What is a hero? A hero is someone who's willing to go well beyond what is expected of an individual to help others. A hero often uses the skills they worked hard to develop to do so. And a hero often sacrifices much in doing so. Sacrifice that involves the unselfish act of dedicating their own precious time and effort to do something special. A coach can be your hero, a teacher your hero, and of course your parents, your grandparents, and other family members can be your heroes, unselfishly giving their time and effort because they love and care for you very much. Today, we are honoring some very special heroes. These are your dads, your moms, your grandparents, and other family members who made a commitment to protect you and millions of others around the world by joining the military and in many cases going to war against those that want to harm us and others. These are family members that have made a commitment to take on careers and volunteer positions to protect us at home. Our firemen, our sheriffs, our police officers, and our emergency medical team. In all cases, these individuals have made the commitment to protect and save our lives. In all cases, they have and continue to make a big sacrifice in keeping that commitment. That sacrifice includes hours and hours of training. That sacrifice includes precious time away from their families, sometimes months, sometimes years. That sacrifice often puts themselves in much danger in their efforts to keep us protected and safe, and in some past have made the ultimate sacrifice of giving their lives for us. These special heroes are people you should be very, very proud of because they are part of your family. And not only heroes to you, they are heroes to us. So today, we are asking you to help us honor your parents, your grandparents, and other family members by presenting them a special Medal of Honor for the special heroes they are. And we also want you to help us by remembering those who have made that ultimate sacrifice in protecting and saving our lives. So to start, Reed and Jarrett Burton. Okay. Grab a medal. And then we'll be presenting this to U.S. Army Private First Class Harry Burton. Harry? Just one minute. Okay. Andrew Ebersol. Andrew will be presenting to his grandfather, U.S. Army Corporal Jack Ebersol. Bradley, Nathan, and Jonathan Farm. They were presenting to their father, U.S. Army Specialist Jim Farnham. They're also presenting to their great-grandfather, World War II veteran, U.S. Marine Corporal Private First Class Jerry Lawton. Patrick Larkin. Patrick is deceased grandfather, World War II vet, U.S. Army Private First Class John B. Soner. Receiving the medal on his behalf is Patrick's aunt, Sheila Soner, and Patrick's mother, Karen Larkin. Sean Manfreda. Sean? Oh, there he is. There he is. Sean, this is for your deceased grandfather, U.S. Army Corporal Anthony Garino, and deceased great-uncle, U.S. Army Officer Dominic Camuso. Officer Camuso died in World War II. And also to your father, who is the West Webster Fire Department Sergeant-at-Arms, Patrick Manfreda. Will Maves. Will be presenting to his grandfather, U.S. Army Sergeant First Class Max Maves. Now, I had to mention the middle name of these two, okay? Logan Gabriel Pello and Aiden Carl Pello. They are receiving a medal or giving a medal to their uncle, U.S. Army Specialist Carl Pello, who cannot be here today, and their deceased great-uncle, U.S. Army Private First Class Gabe Miller. Receiving the medal on their behalf, their cousin Glenn Miller. Benjamin and Adam Ranny. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. They are presenting to their grandfather, U.S. Army Sergeant Roger Wisner. Connor Montfort. Presenting to his father, U.S. Army First General Brian Montfort, who's also a Rochester Police Department officer. Ben Tyler. Ben? Presenting to his grandfather, U.S. Army Sergeant Robert Kaser. Wanted to mention too that Paul Kaser, the great uncle of Finn, is a U.S. Army colonel, combat wounded, veteran World War II, 2 Purple Hearts, and he currently lives in Florida. Dylan Saluzzo. Is Dylan here? Dylan. Dylan is presenting for his deceased great-grandfather, World War II vet, U.S. Army, Hubert Saluzzo. And is your dad here? Okay, he will be presenting to his dad, Steve Saluzzo. Steve? Okay, Jack and Danny Kramer. Okay, Jack will be presenting to their father, U.S. Navy Senior Chief Patrick Kramer. Is Holden Leibenguth here today? Holden. Holden is presenting to his grandfather, U.S. Navy Second Class Petty Officer John Krauts. And who's here today for you holding this? Your mom? Okay. Paris Leibenguth, please come on down. Present. Gage Wheaton. Gage will present to his father, U.S. Marine Corps Corporal Todd Wheaton. Gage's brother, Marine Lance Corporal 1st Intelligence Battalion John Wheaton, is now in active duty. Georgina and Sam Kyleman. They will be presenting to their father, U.S. Air Force Airman Thomas Kyleman. They're also presenting to their grandfather, U.S. Army Private First Class George Corrett. Jack and Max Podnowski. Jack will be presenting to their father, U.S. Air Force Senior Airman Jim Podnowski. Michael, Emily, and Christopher McLean. They will be presenting to their father, U.S. Army or U.S. Air Force Sergeant Ray McLean, and grandfather, U.S. Marine Corps Lance Corporal Michael Hill. Brett and Cara Poland will be presenting to their father, who is a Penfield Fire Company Lieutenant and Deputy in Monroe County Sheriff's Office, Gary Pullen, and also their grandfather, U.S. Air Force Sergeant Al Pullen. Emma Yato, I don't know if Emma is here today. If not, we would also like to recognize her cousin, U.S. Navy Chief Jesse Yato. Okay. Will Withall. Will be presenting to his father, Penfield Fire Company Chief Jeff Withall. Matthew and Sarah Herco. Matthew and Sarah will be presenting to their father, Penfield Fire Company firefighter and past Chief Jim Herco. Tyler Orioli. Tyler will be presenting to his father, Penfield Fire Company in Brighton Fire District firefighter Chad Orioli. Evelyn Daniel and Alexander Bishop. They will be presenting to their father, Southeast Quadrant Mobile Critical Care Unit paramedic Paul Bishop. That's it for our presentations today. I'd like to recognize some other people that are here from the Monroe County Sheriff's Office. Sergeant Fitzsimmons, Deputy Fenton, and Deputy Rojas. Okay, Memorial Day is truly a memorial, remembering those men and women in our armed forces who fought and died serving and protect us. So I'd like to now have a moment of silence to remember those heroes who died in battle and who have passed away since fighting in those battlefields. Okay, that concludes our ceremony today. I want to thank our presenters for a job well done. And on behalf of Penfield Little League and all of the Penfield community, I'd again want to thank our heroes here today, as well as all our Penfield Little League family members who have and are currently serving in our armed forces, our Penfield Fire Company, our Monroe County Sheriffs, our Penfield Volunteer Ambulance Team, and our area police departments. Thank you for your commitment and sacrifice in serving and protecting our lives and the lives of our family. Big round of applause for our country and for community.
Can I add one thing?
Sure.
Hi, I'm Linda Cole. I'm on the Penfield Town Board, and on behalf of Tony LaFountain, our town supervisor, and the rest of the town board, we want to congratulate the Penfield Little League for all they're doing, putting this together.